With close to 1,000 videos here on YouTube, we are talking from brisket to pork ribs and everything in between. This cook here may be my best one yet. I am telling you right now, the time invested in this cook was well worth it. So we are gonna take a basic bone-in ham. You can pick these up at any local market in town, and we are gonna low smoke it for about 17 hours. We are gonna take it from this to this, and then we are gonna pull it, and I am telling you right now, this was 100% absolutely incredible. And what I want to do for you here is I want to break this down for you in story form. And of course that means it is 7:30 p.m. the day before. So this is going to be your basic bone-in ham. You definitely do not want to use a spiral ham here. The way it goes is you will get the already smoked ham and you will bring it up to that 160, 165 or so. And at that point it is time to serve it. Well, you can throw all that out the window for this cook here. So once you get that ham out of the package, we are going to score it, and you will see why a little bit later in the video. But it is going to be scored one way and nothing fancy here. You can score it as much as you want, and from there you are going to cross score it. And once we get that all scored up, I am going to go with a yellow mustard binder. I mean, hey, why not? It is ham. So you are going to get that binder on, just kind of rub it all around, no big deal. And once all that is done, it is time to get our rubs. And my rubs of choice here are going to be two of them. We are talking some dusted and also that ash kicking barbecue honey chipotle. That is going to give us some classic ham flavors. And as always, both of these rubs are going to be listed down in the description. One of them you can go right to Amazon and pick up. The other one over to PS Seasonings and grab that rub number one. It is time to get this ham a little bit of dusted. Now look, that is going to give us a little bit of salt content on this ham. You don't want to go too heavy with that, and also some charcoal and other flavorings. And you are going to want to get that ham dusted all over the place. Once you are happy with that, rub number two again is going to be this ash kicking barbecue. This is a honey chipotle rub, and it is going to be perfect for this cook. So once all rubbed down, we are going to get this on a rack, and you are going to want to get it on a tray. That is just going to help out in case you got to maneuver it inside the pit. So look, it is about 10 to 8 now here, so let's get on over to that pit and get it fired up. So with its 40-pound hopper, the Lone Star Grill's pellet grill is gonna get the call. I mean, we are looking at an overnighter here that is gonna take us into that 13, 14, 15 hours. And ain't no pellet grill lays on the smoke as the Lone Star, so that is definitely gonna be perfect. And of course, we are loaded up to the gills. My temp will be set at about 200. We want to keep this smoking. We want to keep this temp low. I will monitor this whole cook with my chef's temp. We will have some low and also high warnings all ready to go. That way I can get a good night's sleep and not have to worry about anything. Other than that, ham goes in, and we will see you the next day. Alrighty, all, here we go. It is 10 a.m. in the morning, or 14 hours later. And as you could see, we probably went through about 20 pounds of the 40-pound hopper. And as we open it up and check out the ham, I mean, that looks absolutely incredible. That is going to be the product of 14 hours of straight smoke. I mean, every time I peeked outside, light blue smoke, light blue smoke. I mean, the Lone Star pellet grill just doesn't stop smoking. And we are also at an internal temperature of around 150. That is perfect to take this to the next step. And as we pull that T-Mod out, you can see I've got a little bit of pitmaster privilege. I will make good use to that. You can count on it. So look, before we take this on over to the board, let's get one more little look-ski at this ham. So look, once we are done admiring that ham, we will take it to the next step. I've got about 3 sheets of heavy duty foil on the board. Ham goes to the board, and look, you're going to want to bend it up. You're going to want to make a little bit of a pool in there because we are going to get some liquid in. It is time to braise the ham, and first up is going to be a little bit of honey. And as it is drizzling on the ham, you see it going through on that cross score. That is going to take it right to the meat. That is going to help it along. adding a little bit extra flavor to the outsets of the meat. And from there, it is gonna be our peach barbecue sauce. I've got this from PS Seasoning. This comes along with that ass kicking. You will see that in a bit. I've got 10% off down in the description. Right to PS Season, you could pick these up. And now I've got a little bit of mango pineapple juice. I will just get that out on the, just get a little bit of that to the outer perimeter. We will follow that up with that ash kick and honey chipotle rub. That is gonna be it. That is gonna be perfect. We will get that sealed up nice and tight because this is gonna go back on the pit. Once we get there, we are gonna wanna temp gauge it because we are gonna bring it up to that perfect toothpick tender, which is gonna be around 200 or so. I am figuring about 3 hours. We will get that all sealed up, get it closed in, and I will start to raise the temp on the pit to 275 to 300. That is gonna help along with the process. Other than that, it is just a little bit more of a waiting game. When that game is up, I will bring you guys back. And here we go, 17 hours later, or 1 p.m. And as you can see, we have run through probably about 95% of the hopper, but she is still laying down that light blue smoke. I mean, that is what the Lone Star pellet grill does. It is time to take a quick peek at this ham. The first thing we are gonna wanna do is make sure she is toothpick tender. And I gotta tell you, as I move in and out, I feel like I'm missing the ham. I feel like I'm hitting air. And that certainly to me means toothpick tender. Quick temp check shows that we are 200. Again, perfect. What I wanna do here is let's move it on over to the board. Let's get a quick little peek-ski. And as you can see, we have developed quite the bark. Again, that looks pretty perfect to me. To the board she goes, out of the tin pan, wrapped in a towel. From there, we will go into the cooler, shut that cooler down. I am gonna let it rest for up to 2 hours. After that time, I will bring you guys back. We will give it a quick unwrap, see how we did, pull it apart, do that taste test, and close out the show. So here we go, you see the time up on the screen, and I've got a fresh tin all ready to go, ready to pull it apart, ready to shred it apart in that tin. Let's get the ham and move it to the side. And of course, those bones will go right out. I will get that on the side. It is time to move that ham into the fresh tin. And as I start to pull it apart, man, look at the color. She definitely has a nice smoke ring. The bark, man, looks out of this world. I am telling you, man, I am super jacked on this, as the smell of ham is definitely in the air. There is no doubt about it. I will continue to move it from the foil into the tin and continue to pull it apart. And as I am doing that, I am picking any bone fragments that may be in there. Also, you want to pick out any type of grizzle that you feel, anything too fatty that you don't want in, anything hard, get it out, and just continue to pull it apart. This is ham at its finest, I can guarantee you. Oh man, I am absolutely thrilled. I mean, look at the, I can tell you right off the bat, man, that this is some juicy, good stuff. There is a lot of moisture in this ham, and when we top it off with that sauce in a bit, it is even going to be more juicy with more moisture. Oh, I mean, come on guys, this is a must make. There is no doubt about it. It is going to cost you under 20 bucks, and you are going to be able to feed an army. So look, what I want to do here is let's go on in, let's take this live, do that taste test, talk about it, and close out the show. As I was doing this, I was trying to come up with the with the right word, and I've never used this word on the show, but I am telling you right now, this is extraordinary. I mean, this is by far one of the better cooks that I've done in a long time here on the channel, as the smell of ham is in the air. And you can do this any way you want. You can sweeten it up if you want, you can spicing it up if you want. I can tell you this, man, I'm gonna enjoy this more than, say, a pulled pork, and this is gonna probably be somewhere on my table around the holidays, man. The flavor of this, especially if you like the flavor of ham, I like the flavor of ham better than pork. I mean, I love ham around the holidays, and I am telling you, man, this is absolutely incredible. I've been hitting it for the past friggin' 20 minutes as I've been playing around with this, man. This is pulled ham extraordinary for sure. I've got a little bit of a piece of a bread here. I want to set up a quick taste test. Now look, I can get a little bit of sauce and put some sauce on here, but I'm not going to do that. I want to get the smoke. I want to get the, well, we've got natural juices and plus that honey and the sauce that I put in here. I poured some of that on, and I want to get all those flavors right here. So let's see how extraordinary this is, and cheers. Wow, man. Oh, man. I mean, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it right with a little bit of Dijon mustard. And here you go. Had to be. So guys, look, duly noted, man. This is absolutely 100% incredible. Through the roof, man. This is a 10 out of 10. I think I paid about 17 bucks for this ham, and look at the amount of meat that we have here, man. What I can do with this is endless, but what am I gonna do with it is going to be for dinner tonight, for lunch tomorrow. I will give some of it away. All that for the price I paid, and the flavor of this is incredible. I mean, we're talking about 16 hours on the on that Lone Star pellet grill. It's non-smoked through the whole cook, and it lays out the perfect amount of smoke flavor. I mean, I can't say it enough. I grabbed this ham at my local Walmart, so you can find them. Go pick yourself up a ham under 20 bucks. Get the shank, get the bone in, and do a long smoke on it, man, and then pull it like this. And I am telling you again, man, this is absolutely incredible, man. I'm tickled pink on this cook. There is no doubt about it. So look, man, that is gonna close out this show. This was well worth the time and effort that I put into the cook, even though the pit did most of the work. And again, my name is Tommy. I appreciate all you guys for watching. And until next time, we will see you soon.